you people. Praise the Lord. Pastor Ali Great III here. Wanted to take a minute to welcome you to my podcast. Um, I am working on getting some things situated with my podcast. This is my second podcast of 2025. And let me tell you, 2025 has been quite a year so far. So many things going on in our nation with the new administration, President Trump getting things rolling here in 2025. A lot of things going on. I'm excited, very excited with everything going on. And so many things. I just want to touch on a couple of things that I feel are very important. President Trump has been the president for 20 days. I think 20 days, a little 20 some odd days. And there's a lot of things that have been accomplished. Number one, I'd like to say would be our borders are secure. The border's been secured. I mean, we had a major problem the past 4 years with illegal immigration, and that the flow of illegal immigrants in our country has pretty much come to an end or slowed down tremendously, and that was a major problem. We are a country of laws, and our laws are there for a reason. And I feel sympathy for people, but if I break the law, you think they're going to have any mercy on me? No, they're not. I'm going to tell you that. They're not going to have any mercy on me. So we have laws we have to follow. There is a legal way to enter this country, and that's the way that people need to come in. Otherwise, you are breaking the law. And it's created havoc. A lot of bad things happen when people break the law. So that's one thing in the first 20 days, which President Trump has done. And I want to just say this to people. You know, a lot of people use scare tactics and try to put people in fear. And they've tried to do that consistently over the past election cycle. They try to put fear in people. Oh, this is going to happen. That's going to happen. And all of those things were just people trying to create fear. And, they said a lot of things. Oh, we're going to go back in time like it wasn't going back in time. We're going to go back to this and that. Not true. We as a nation are moving ahead, and I believe it's a result of people standing up and coming together and voting in this past election, which President Trump clearly won by quite a few votes there. And the people of America, we want to change. We want the inflation to come down. We want our borders secured. We want to live safely without crime and different things that have gone on for the past 4 years. We want to have common sense. We want to have common sense. And one thing is being restored. It is common sense. President Trump has written a lot of bills or a lot of executive orders. One that I love is there are only two genders. There are only two genders, male and female, and his executive order to keep biological men out of women's sports, which has been a problem. And I've shared this before. In 2017, I was coaching track, and some of my girl athletes had to compete against a male, a biological boy, and it wasn't fair. And common sense will tell you, that there's a difference. Science says there's only two genders. XX is a female, XY is a male. But they allowed this boy to compete against the girls, and the boy won. And it wasn't fair and it wasn't right. So we threw common sense out the window. And we've had the past 4 years, we've had common sense thrown out the window. It's not common sense. It's uncommon sense the way that things have been. But common sense is coming back. That's a couple of practical things he's done. And so the media has been caught in a lie. This U.S. aid is a big thing because we find that billions and billions of dollars have been wasted of our taxpaying dollars. We have so many issues that we're dealing with here as a nation with the tragedies that have happened, the flooding, the hurricanes, all the fires, all these things taking place. And we need to take care of the people at home, but we've sent billions over for other nonsense, crazy stuff, which the media, if you look and you do your research, you can find out we sent money to all these people for these nations for things that are crazy. It's insane. I can go, there's a big list of things. So I would challenge you to get out and do your research, investigate. We live in a time where the information is out there for us. With the internet, you can get online, you can research and find out different things. And people are upset about the Doge, which is cut, looking into departments, looking at where the money's gone. We've been irresponsible with our money, and it seems like a lot of that money has looped around. So it looked like there could possibly be money laundering taking place with our politicians. And the way that the politicians are acting, in my opinion, when I see people acting crazy like some of the politicians are, like 4 years ago when President Biden won the election, they said, oh, elections have consequences. Elections do have consequences. And this is what the majority of the American people voted for. So we want to change. We want to change. Some people may not agree with it, but I think we have an opportunity as a nation if we honestly look at the way things are, look at where we're at as a nation, look where the money goes, look what's the priority with different things such as education, which is a big one for me. I believe education is so important, and we are not doing a good job educationally. We are one of the lowest scoring nations educationally in the world. We pay more than any other nation, and it's not getting the job done. So we got to make some type of change. So I'm hoping some changes come to help our children to learn, because our children deserve to be able to learn. They deserve to be able to get a good education. And if you look at everything common sense wise, the scores and everything show that it's not working out. So we got to make some changes. So be open to that. And another thing that I want to point out too is corrupt politicians are being exposed. There's a shaking up that's taking place politically. And, I'm so excited about it because we're going to finally, hopefully, see what these people are really all about. They've lied to us over the years. I mean, we look at in Connecticut here, we have senators and congresswomen, congressmen and women that have been in office and have not done what's best for us, but they've held the agenda of the person that was in charge of the past 4 years. They don't, even locally, when I look at local politics. Everybody that's elected, obviously, they have common sense. They should have common sense. They can do the research, but you can't vote along party lines. When you represent everybody, if you're a politician, you're a public servant. Your job is to serve the people. Your job is not to, dictate everything, but you're supposed to listen to what the people are saying. And if your party tells you something that's not right, then you got to be able to stand and say, hey, no, that doesn't make sense. That's not good. But so many times we have in our political parties is people just vote along party lines. And that's not good. But I believe that as more people get involved in politics on the local level, the state level, and the national level, we can bring about a change. There's a change. There's a change that's taking place in the United States of America in our politics. And another place that there's a change taking place is within the church. I believe that this is a time when God is really moving. God is showing himself to people, and God is answering prayers that have been prayed over the years for our nation. So I'm excited about that. And I just want to ask people to please pray for our nation. Do your research. Don't believe what the media says. This U.S. aid has shown that millions and millions of dollars have been paid to the mainstream media. Millions. And that's why when the media news reports something, you hear it echoed over and over again. Whatever the echo point is for that day, that's what the headline is. And so many times, if you want to know what the truth is, read what the mainstream media says and then do your research, and you'll find out that the mainstream media is lying, and they're putting a twist on it. Instead of giving a balanced view of the truth, a truthful, balanced view, but they put their own twist on it. They lean it towards whatever their view is, and it's liberal. It's very liberal, and but I just wanted to get on and share real quickly. My second podcast of 2025, Priceless original. Hopefully the camera, the voices, and everything worked out well on this one. But I want to really encourage you to pray for our nation. And God bless you. God bless America. And keep praying. Have a great upcoming week. Pastor Ali, great at